Hello everybody, this is James T. Clement here coming to you with another episode of my reaction and review show. First and foremost, I want to apologize about the background noise. I had to leave the air on for this particular video because I'm monitoring a little bit of a situation with it. So, apologize for the noise. We've seen this happen a couple of times in some other videos. The video will still be here. It's just a little bit of a white noise in the background. Not something is ideal, but it's what I'm stuck with for right now. So anyway, a little bit about me. My name is James T. Clement, as previously mentioned. I have been doing narrative film work for 38 years now. Or is it 39? We're getting pretty close to 39 at this point. In that time, I've done a lot of feature films and a lot of series. I've worked in television, film, both, as well as a little bit of stage work just for the fun of it. So I've been out there. And what do I do with this show? Well, like a lot of reaction and review shows, I'll watch a movie and give my thoughts about it, but I try to do it through the prism of being a narrative filmmaker. So I'm not only looking for stuff like an entertaining story like most reviewers are, I'm also looking at it technically. And then the other thing that I do is that I do independent film. So folks that do their own movies is just passionate people, very talented people is what I'm finding a lot of these people to be, that do their movies but get no support from YouTube or Hollywood whatsoever, and that's a very, very sad and depressing place for a filmmaker to be. So with this channel, I try to play these videos and talk about them. These are not necessarily videos that get talked about a lot, and the goal is to introduce these filmmakers to you guys who are watching the show. Okay, so today's film, we are going to be checking out a horror film called The Pet, and it is by a channel called Freakshow Studios, and the director is Sheldon Thompson. I'm sure I got that right. Yes, I did. So we're going to check out The Pet, and speaking of which, joining me for today's video is going to be the beautiful Miss Shy. She's going to be operating the mouse for us, and we are going to get into this, make sure everything's still going. Okay, we are good. All right, we're going to watch The Pet right now. DSK shot. Okay, okay, all right, that's what I thought. I thought that was maybe a storage building of some kind. Okay, so we definitely have some ominous stuff going on here. Don't think that's going to work out for you, buddy. I don't know what he thought he was going to do with that. I mean, he's tied to a chair. There was no way for him to get that water in a way that he could drink it. This guy kind of reminds me a little bit of Napoleon Dynamite. A little. Okay, so we had a strange cut there where we went from one moment he was in the chair, tied up in the chair, and then the next moment he's laying on the ground. There was not a shot of it actually falling that I saw, and maybe it just got past me, but it definitely needed that shot if it wasn't in there. Now, he's getting a little bit of water, so that's good. Obviously water is what this man needs right now. Alright, so we're going to see if we can figure out what got this gentleman into this position and what is happening. If I had to guess, I would say that he's being held captive by a psychopath who probably intends on eventually ending him. You want to watch it with me? There you go. We'll let Shy watch the movie with me. We've got 3 babies. All 3 of them are Chihuahuas, and she's the biggest one. So I basically just cycle and let them each take a turn helping me with the show. They get a kick out of it. We got Cheney, which is the red one, and Corvette, which is the little pudgy black one, and then of course Shy here, who's our big baby, my baby girl.
How are you? I brought you some food.
All right.
I see you found
Okay.
Water. What are you doing down there? It's time to eat. It's time to eat. You need to eat your food. Stay hydrated. Eat what I bring you. What?
So the music is a little loud. It probably needs to come down a couple of decibels because I'm having trouble understanding what the actors are saying.
It's pointless.
You have to eat. Listen to me.
I'm not a pet.
Okay, now we're back up.
I'm a fucking
We're jumping around a lot here.
You're gonna do what I say. You're gonna obey me.
Because I'm not eating that.
I keep you here and I give you a good
So
life.
the
I
psychopath
give you such a good
has
life that breaks
a
my
very
heart,
cool look.
that you
I like
accept
this.
what's brought to you.
I'd love to see this mostly lit just backlight where you can't really see the face, you just see the shape of it.
These bodies,
That'd be so cool.
These bodies that I have found for you. These pieces I have collected for you. You need to eat.
So
Eat what I bring.
the bad guy here, which I think is kind of going for a scarecrow look, it looks like he just basically went out and gathered up a bunch of animal carcasses and put them on a plate for this guy to eat, which I wouldn't eat either.
I don't care to live anymore. I've been drinking water out of a fucking bowl. I haven't eaten in days. You're not gonna let me go. And just fucking kill me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'd be if I'm being honest. I'd be like, yeah, screw yourself, dude. Just get this over with.
Just to get you to
My old karate instructor, Jimmy Gene Webster, used to always tell us if you're ever walking down the road and a car pulls up beside you and they point a gun at you and say, get in, just tell them, hey,
Just kill
take your
me.
shot, man. Do not ever get in that car. Because if you do, you could end up in a situation like this. Uh-oh, here comes the battery and the drill. Okay, there might be a sound effect for the drill there, but again, I'm having trouble hearing it. Like I said, the music is about 2 or 3 decibels too high, so definitely turn the music down in future projects.
Oh, you're just a silly puppy. A silly
I like this
little
villain, though.
fucking useless
That's very cool.
squid.
I love this villain. Hey, listen, please do something with this villain. Do a feature film. Move on from this and do something spectacular. I want to see this guy do his thing in a feature film.
I'll try.
Sheldon, to you and your people, that is my official request. I want to see it. I'm going to check out your channel too. Maybe you've got more with this character. I don't know. I like this character very, very much.
They're not living. I chopped them up into little pieces just for you. Hang on a second. I forgot something outside. A surprise. Hang on, just stay right there. Yeah, it's not like you can fucking run.
I don't think he's going anywhere, pal.
I'll be right back. You're gonna fucking love this.
I bet he is. I'm trying to see if those lights you're using are those Ryobi lights that I favor. The actual light part kind of is a square, just like with the Ryobis, but I can't see past that. It's all washing away.
This, ta-da!
I love this villain. I love this villain.
Now let's give you something that you might actually want to fucking eat.
Ouch.
See? That came in handy, didn't it? You could eat that.
Yeah.
You're all about yourself anyways. You don't care about your master.
Man.
You might as well eat something. That's
This guy's
yours.
brutal.
You
This villain
need
is
to eat
brutal.
all of your food before I get back here tomorrow. Listen to me because I owe you. You need to eat. You're going to die. Don't I fucking need you until I don't anymore.
I just wish I could hear what they were saying. The music,
Sleep well.
you know, we've talked about this already, but the music's just too loud. And I've made that mistake myself in the past. Just something to learn from. Something to learn from there, Sheldon. We got a lot of hard cuts in this film too. It's kind of messing up the pacing a little bit. He's falling over again now. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna eat the roadkill. Or is he? He might be trying to use it to escape, actually. Look at this boy go. Nice. You know, the missing hand, just put it back on, put a nail through it or two, wrap it up. You'll be fine. Everything will reconnect. It's no big deal. Theoretically, this kid probably should have bled out by now with his hand being missing. I didn't see him cauterize the wound. Talking about the bad guy, I didn't see him cauterize the wound at all. So this kid probably should be dead, but whatever. It's a movie we're watching. All right, let's see if the victim can strike back here. Yeah, let's get him. All right, what are we doing here? Okay, so the victim's out for revenge, and I don't blame him. I'd be out for revenge too. Well, honestly, given that specific situation, my priority might actually be to escape at this point rather than to hunt down the villain and try to take him out. And that may be what he's doing, I don't know. Seems like if this is in a neighborhood, this wouldn't really work out for the villain either, because they would be neighbors that would hear the screams and whatnot, call the police, whatever. Yeah, he escaped, bud. He didn't feel like you coming in and just chopping off something else.
Where did you go? Where did you go? Where are you? I fucking need you. Come back here.
Well, that
I
was
would eat this.
kind of fake looking,
Why doesn't
obviously.
he
Yeah, I
want to
know.
eat it? When I brought him, I bring this to you.
Shot's a little
so
funky
you can
here.
Stay alive. You're so fucking ungrateful. So fucking ungrateful. So much so.
No, actually, those don't look like the Ryobi lights. But I would suggest that. The Ryobi makes a light that's powered by battery, and you could take it out of this wood line and set it up. Because you do need a little bit more lighting now that you're outside, for sure. Need some sound effects there for the strikes as well. Watch this guy snap and become the new villain. Uh-oh. He's shutting the door.
What?
Yep.
Why are you tying me up? Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything to you. I've brought you so much love. I've been giving you compassion. Yes, maybe a little
This
bit
guy's
more.
twisted version of love, I think, has
But get me out of this
wore
chair.
off on the other guy.
Nothing to you. I was trying to feed you.
You hungry? Puppy.
Oh, I thought you were fucking
Yeah, this
useless.
guy lost it.
I guess you were.
And he's the last person you would think would come back and be a
We'll take
problem.
that
You know, he just kind
camera
of looks like a
right over
geeky
there.
dude. He's even missing one of his hands.
You're not gonna hurt me.
But there's some darkness in this
You know
victim
what I
here
think,
as well.
You dumb fuck.
This is a good example of how a psychopathic killer might have bit off more than he could chew.
Eat what?
My hand.
Fuck you!
Yeah, this guy's definitely snapped.
You're gonna eat my fucking hand.
I wouldn't let him eat my
It's okay
hand.
for me.
I'm keeping that
You
thing.
might as well keep it. And once you're done, I'm going to hit you over the head. Over and over and over again.
Yeah, this guy here, this victim, previous victim, clearly there's a darkness in this guy that this guy managed to bring out. The villain.
What I am, and you are not going to hurt me. You think you're so fucking special. You think you have it all under your will. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have nothing. You should have just accepted the gifts that I brought you. I was going to.
Yeah,
keep
sure,
you
I
alive,
love him.
but you know,
My roadkill and cut my hand off, that's a gift.
about us. We do kind of think alike. Why didn't you take the knife out of my hand? You could have at any given moment snatched it from me, got it away from me.
No, he couldn't have. He had him tied
Instead,
up,
you
man.
left it behind the fucking chair. So now, you have no chance. You have nothing. I am going to get out of this chair.
Is the video
and
froze
I
up on me here?
am going to fucking end you. You are very unimportant.
Okay. All right. I thought there for a minute the movie froze up because it just looked like a still frame for a little while there. That was weird.
Choose from the fucking bundle of pieces of shit. I've ran into many of you humans. I just found something special in you. Are you just gonna stand there and stare at me? Right now would be your chance to act. Instead, you're in fucking complete denial over putting your master down, shoving me into the fucking dirt. treating
I'd
me
love to
like
know a
I'm
little bit
nothing.
more about the backstory. I think this
But
film's going to be another one of those that we've seen come through that I wish we had about another 10 or 15 minutes to show how we ended up in this situation to begin with.
Little piece of art. I'm gonna cut you up into little pieces after I stab you in the fucking head. Goodbye!
Uh-oh. So he went in straight, but the blade ended up going in sideways, all the way through the guy's head, too. Wow. Well, I guess this guy ain't gonna make it.
Disobey me and you fucking go down. I'm gonna cut you up and feed you to my next pet.
Nice. Okay, so the villain is awesome. I want to see more with that character, this scary scarecrow guy. I absolutely love that character. I want to see more with him. As far as this particular film, it's a good start to try to start getting everything sorted out on how you want to do that. And I'm definitely going to check your channel out. Here are some things that, in my opinion, you'll want to bring in, though, when you get ready to do that. You're going to want some more lighting, and like I said, a very good option that's relatively affordable are those Ryobi battery lights. They're about 100 to 150 bucks a piece, and they're totally portable. I'm using one right now to light this as I'm filming it. Some of your pacing is a little bit off, like you've got some hard cuts from moment to moment that don't make a lot of sense. 1 second at the very beginning, the guy was in his chair tied up trying to reach the water, and then the next second he was laying on the ground and there was no fall over. And then later you did film the fall over, so we do know you're conscious of that. The music was the biggest issue. The music was way too loud for the dialogue. Your dialogue is the most important audio that you've got in the film, and if you're, they did a study. I don't even know the exact study. I'll kind of cite it, but they determined that people would be more willing and able to watch a production that had bad video quality but great audio, whereas if you took bad audio but perfect video, they couldn't get people to agree to watch that. So that's how important the sound really is to get right. And there were a bunch of moments in this film that I really don't know what the characters were saying to each other, and that's unfortunate because overall I think this is a great concept. I want to see this villain in something else. I love him. I want to see him in more. Please, Sheldon, you and your people do more with this villain. I figure out what his name is here. Hang on. Guys, scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this one a 7, mostly because of the sound issues. Everything else, you know, just could be easily corrected, though, including that for the next production. If you go into it knowing that you've got these issues, you know, get you some lights. You'll need some lights. You had a little bit going on in the storage building, but when they left the storage building, it was really off. So I'm going to give it a 7. Mostly the sound took it down a little bit, but just keep that in mind for the next production, you know, because you have to hear what the characters are saying. But I sincerely mean it, though. The villain in this, the Scarecrow guy, I really want to see more of him. So I'm going to check your channel. I hope you've done more with him, because I really like that villain. Okay, guys, well, that's pretty much it. I just want to take a minute and invite you all to come to my channel, jamestclementfilm, which is the channel you're watching this video on right now, and check out our new film, SCP-Keter. We put it out about 6 months ago, and a lot of people are really enjoying it. So I'd like to invite you all to come check it out. We are currently working on part 2. We've not started filming yet. We're in very early pre-production, and I can tell you that part 2 is going to be called SCP Breach. And it takes place about 24 to 48 hours after the end of SCP-Keter. So if you check SCP-Keter out, then you'll know what the events that at least happened directly before this. And a title like SCP Breach should make it fairly evident what we're going to be going for with this film. So I'm going to be putting out information about that, see if we can get you guys to support us via the crowdfunding effort. Like I said, SCP-Keter, I actually self-funded that, but what we're wanting to do with SCP Breach, it's just going to be out of reach. So we're going to have to get you guys' help to make it if you want to see that film. So please go check out SCP-Keter so that you'll know if you want to see more from me. But I can say, Sheldon, I want to see more from you and your team. So I look forward to more. I'm going to check out your channel, The Pet. Check it out, guys. Like I said, it had some technical issues a little bit here and there, but just keep that in mind for next time, and you should be just fine. Okay, well, anyway, that's all I have for you for right now. James T. Clement. We'll talk to you later.